Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Charles with the latest edition of Charles Snyder Raw, which is unedited, unscheduled, unfiltered, unplanned, etc., etc., etc. You know the deal. Anyway, hope you had a great weekend. I had kind of a slow weekend. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than what I was last week. I was didn't have a voice, or I was sick for pretty much since I got home from the Philippines, but now I'm finally feeling better. And I'm going to get back into this thing. We're going to start cranking out some more content, useful content. So speaking of useful, today I want to talk about content marketing, blogging for business blogging. I've been talking a lot about that lately in the last couple of months because there's always a lot of questions about blogging, and there's probably 10 times more questions about search engine optimization. But the one point that so many people always seem to miss or skip over or gloss over is you have to have content in order to do search engine optimization, SEO. So with that in mind, let's talk a little bit more about creating content for your blog. Especially as a small business owner, it's a way for you to gain more exposure with your audience and stuff. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to answer questions. We've been doing a lot of that lately. Instead of just kind of picking topics and talking about stuff, I've taken specific questions from our audience and answered them, many of which have dealt with content creation, viral content, business blogging, and search engine optimization, to name a few. But content marketing is just one piece of the pie. There's other aspects to digital marketing as well. But again, I'm focusing mainly on business blogging today. Anyway, content marketing is really the key. It's the thing that really helps you get noticed by the search engines and your potential customers, as well as new customers, increasing your traffic. And according to HubSpot, websites that have blogs where you update the content regularly, those websites can see on average 55% more traffic than websites that don't have a blog or blog every 3-4 months. So the other thing to consider is, as you're creating more content, it gives search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing more stuff to index from your website, especially if you're doing it on a regular basis. 3, 5, 10 blog posts a week, which is a bit much, but 3 to 5 a week is minimum. I recommend 20 blog posts a month, but as long as you are doing that on a regular basis, you're updating that content and adding new content to your website, search engine spiders are going to be constantly coming back to your website to index that stuff. And the more content you have related to a particular subject, of course, the higher you rank. And that is some insurance or insulation, if you like, from, say, like the latest Google Core update that really kind of jostled things around a couple weeks ago when it was released with search engine ranking. Now there's a lot of people scrambling for what the latest dope is on Google. How do you do this? How do you skate around that? It's not about that. If you follow Google's SEO starter guide, it lays it out for you. And content creation is at the very core of it. And again, I go back to the example of creating content by taking questions from your audience. Automatically, that adds a level of value to it as opposed to just simply creating what you think people might want. Taking questions from your audience, prompting people, soliciting those questions is a very easy way to gain more traffic, or at least valuable content that people want to share or will share, or at the very least consume. Are you following what I'm saying? But you can't do it unless you create the content. So going back to the search engines, the more you categorize something, for example, I've been talking a lot about business blogging. That's a category that Google lists our agency website for. We also talk about search engine optimization, social media marketing, Facebook ads, etc., etc., etc. But right now, the bulk of our content has been focused on business blogging. So we're ranking much higher for business blogging right now than we are for Facebook ads or for search engine optimization, because the main focus has been up until now about business blogging. So some people get the bright idea that they think they can they don't have to worry about having a website. They don't have to worry about having a blog because that's what Facebook and Twitter's for. But you're losing so much more traffic. It may seem old school, but you're losing a lot of traffic or a lot of potential customers by not having a website and or not having a blog and or not updating it on a regular basis. Have a blog often, and the rest will fall into place. You definitely want to use some SEO tools. There's a lot of different ones out there. I don't recommend any particular one. Use them in content creation. It will help you improve the SEO of your website. There's no substitute for professional help when it comes to that regards, but you can at least get started. And the more you use it, the easier it'll get. Other things you can do to improve your SEO along with your content is your site maps. The more content you add to your website, the bigger your site map gets, the more Google, Yahoo, and Bing, among others, like to come back and check out your index, your site maps. So keep that in mind while you're doing that. And blog. Again, it's a pain in the ass, yes. It's work, yes. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But if you blog at least 3 to 5 times a week, you're going to be in the top 20%, 15 to 20% of all business websites out there that just don't blog, or they don't blog very often. So I'm going to leave you with that thought. I have some other work I want to get done today. I want to get the next 1-minute marketing tip sent out, which I didn't do last week, again, because feeling sick and all that. Just got back from the Philippines. So I'm getting that back on track with that. And we're going to have some more content coming out again. So with that, I hope you're having a great Monday. Look forward to the 1-minute marketing tip this afternoon. And I'll see you later. So love, peace, and chicken grease.